Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 41 of Europa Universalis IV as Great Britain. We're in a little bit of a mess after our recent war with Spain. We did win the war, only just. Managed to take one province from them. It wasn't as much as I had hoped. Lost quite a bit of our fleet, lost most of our manpower, so it's all a bit of a mess really. So we need to sort this out. We've also got a loan as well. Have a quick look at the fleets here, see what we've got. I have a ship being attritioned. Now I'm not sure what mission I've actually got this guy on at the moment. It says he's currently on an exploration mission. Can we get him to cancel? Don't believe we can. Is there any way? I want to actually stop this mission from occurring, and there's a very specific reason for that. Will let us detach the damage. Does that stop the mission? It should do. The reason for this is, as you might have noticed on the channel, I actually did a video where I talked about colonization. We'll look at this alliance thing in a moment. So yeah, I did that video, and one thing I noticed was I'd actually got these guys doing a particular mission to do some exploration. And I think they were on the mission to circumnavigate the globe. I think that's the mission they're actually on now, as you can see. And they actually got attrition to the point of being destroyed, which as far as I was aware, they weren't supposed to get. They weren't supposed to get attrition if they had the leader with them doing these missions, which I thought very, very weird. Now, oddly enough now, I've managed to detach the damaged, and this guy's still going around. There's no way we can actually stop him from doing this. We can't even unassign him, so our explorer's probably going to die. But I'm going to take the other two lights, and we'll attempt to get them to go and dock up somewhere. Bohemia, right, how many relationship slots do we have currently? Where am I looking? Diplomacy. 5 of 6. Bohemia, where are you? You're there. Do I want a relationship with you? You're rival to Austria. Now, I'm allied with Austria, so I don't really want to ally with you, so we're going to say no on that one. So we do need to build up our trade fleet again. So we are trying to pay off the loan, but let's also try and grab some lights as well. We'll build this up slowly. We need some manpower. Speaking of manpower, one thing that I'd completely forgotten about in the previous video, when we went to war, was this thing where I could have actually picked some of the religious benefits that would have given me like better discipline and what was the other one? Morale. I could have picked both of those, and we might have lost fewer fights in the last war. Regardless of that, though, let's now go and pick the one for manpower. What do we want to get rid of? Well, missionary strength is being quite useful at the moment. Prestige, we could... I mean, we want all of these, really. Our missionaries aren't doing a terrible job. Missionary strength in most of these provinces is over 5%. This only gives us an extra 1. So I think we can safely get rid of that one for the time being. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we can go and grab the manpower recovery speed. Manpower recovery speed plus 10%. So it does slow some of these conversions down by a month or two. We're still at 90 something, 94% religious unity. So it's not terrible. Now, another thing we're going to be able to do at some point is actually integrate France. 89, a couple more years. Now, it was something I actually checked when I did the colonization tutorial, because what I basically did is I started playing from this point and just basically fast forwarded for a few years until I got some colonial nations. And one thing I did do is I actually checked to see how long it would take to integrate France, and it's going to be about 100 years, which is a long time because we only have 3 diplomats, and it would mean that one of our diplomats would be tied up for 100 years. Lose 5 prestige is fine because we don't have any other option. But for the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on building up our colonies. Apparently we do have... Well, we have at least one colony. No, we've got 2 colonies. That's fine. You guys are still getting attritioned, but you're working your way back. You are still out there on your own. You see, he's getting massive attrition. And he shouldn't, as far as I'm aware, you shouldn't get attrition when you're doing those missions. And the problem is, there's no way to recall him back. He's once you send them off on the mission, that's it. They're completely committed. There's no way to tell them to cancel or go and dock somewhere. They will just carry on. He's going to just go out there and get sunk, which is unfortunate. We probably will manage to save the other 2 ships. That's fine. But the whole thing is just very, very annoying. Oh, randomly found some gold thanks to our conquistador. That's nice. You can invest in an idea, which would be exploration ideas. Now, what do we like on our tech? Well, we're still ahead of time. So let's go ahead and grab some additional global tariffs. Let's also just have a quick look at France's Liberty Desire. It's at 14%. It's not terrible. What we could do with them is we could try and get them to embargo our rivals. We'd only give them 5% more Liberty Desire, but that's not too bad. So the question is, what do we want to do with France? Do we want to keep them around as a personal union partner? Because there is a chance that we can inherit them. Usually tells you here somewhere where the inheritance chance is. Can never remember how to find it. There we go. Personal union continues. The chance for Great Britain to inherit France is 0%. It's not possible to inherit unless the union has been stable for 50 years. Also, I think you can only inherit if you have 50% more... well, not 50% more provinces, but 50% more... Yeah, vessels lost. There we go. 50% more total development, which we probably don't have. Our total development is... I can never remember where to find this flipping screen now. What's our total provincial development? 642. So France would have to have like 400 and something or less, which I don't think they do. I'm not even sure where we could find it. It's possibly in the ledger. Country. Is development in here? Development, yeah. If we can go ahead and find France... Yeah, 520, so we don't have 50% more development than they do. Okay, so those ships should get their... Or did they actually? That is the transport. Those are the 2 lights. They did arrive. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another light. And we will have to hire ourselves another... explorer, although we are out of Diplo points at the moment, so we can't really go ahead and do that, but it is something that we will do. We're still waiting for these ships to be built so we can go and send them off. Now then, do we want to suck up to any of our allies? Who have we got as allies at the moment? We've got Austria and Switzerland. Switzerland aren't really all that useful. They're a little bit small. I guess we could try and ally somebody like Sweden. Sweden are quite stompy. Sweden don't really like me, though, at the moment. Actually, they've got me rivaled. Or have I got them rivaled? I've actually got... No, I haven't rivaled them. They've rivaled me. Well, we'll see if we can suck up to them anyway, simply because we're not actually doing anything with our diplomats right now. And this is one reason why I'm actually strongly considering using a diplomat and tying him up for 100 years to integrate France, because... Oh, really? We lost a colony? Really? That's unusual. Okay, some naval tradition. Okay, not too sure what went on there. We'll just ignore it and pretend it didn't happen. You are likely to pop up. Well, I think we can deal with you if you do pop. We are at full army maintenance, I believe. Yes, we are. We still have a loan. Let's go ahead and repay it. We've only got the one. So we can get rid of that. We've got rid of most of our inflation. I think our war exhaustion is going down. Yep, that's fine. So we're not too terrible on anything right now. We do want to keep colonizing. I'm not sure where we want to colonize. Maybe we'll go and grab a little bit more up here in Florida. Head towards Spain a little bit more. But we've got a fair bit of colonization going on. What we should do at least is try and get some of the colonial nations going. Because once you get a colonial nation, they'll actually start colonizing themselves. We did have a colonial nation. Oh, so West Africa. It's the... it's this bit over here. Now, did I add all of these provinces to the trade company? Yes, I did. And we're currently coring them all. That's fine. What have we got down here? These are the transports, I'm assuming. Yep, they can stay there. That's fine. Got some provincial unrest over here. These guys might pop. What we are going to do here is we're going to assign them to the trade company. And this is actually distant overseas, I think. Oh no, apparently not. Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to increase the autonomy and decrease the chance of unrest. Lose 25 church power or lose the admin. We'll lose the church power because we get that back very, very quickly. I'm not bothered about that at all. What have we got here? Something to do with our little conquistador. We can gain 5% national spy defense or offense. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter because we're not really doing an awful lot of espionage. So manpower is creeping back up slowly. We have, what have we got there? You are the heavies. You are mothballed. So you are the new lights. You're going to go into the English Channel. What is our trade power now in the English Channel? 80%. That's pretty damn high. Where are all these natives popping up? Well, it's because you guys are walking around. You should be able to deal with them all. I'm not particularly bothered about that. Ah, colony has become self-sustaining. Good news. Right, so that was a mission completed. And that was that one down here. So let's go ahead and... Well, first of all, let's check the missions because we might have a mission to colonize somewhere. And we do not. 60% trade. What is our trade income at the moment? Only 43% trade. I'm not sure we could... We're getting a lot of money from tax. Rival of our rival. Just get Muscovy's opinion to 100. That could be quite nice. Get an inspiring victory. Cantor. Where are you? Ah, yes. Well, we could definitely take that mission. Conquer Cantor. We can drop some troops off there and do that. So, what just happened? Colony, that was it. We want to go and start another one. So let's move you down here. Only 1,000 natives, so we'll be fine. We'll go and send a colonist there. We'll try and get the Antilles set up if we can. This one should be okay on its own. It's nearly finished. There's only 500 natives there, so they're not going to be able to do an awful lot of damage to us. I'm fairly happy that that's going to work out. We still haven't got that ship yet. We are building it. It's quite slow. It's taking a long, long time. But we're not in a huge rush because we need to wait until we've got some Diplo... Well, we've got the Diplo power to get an Explorer now. That's fine. It'd be nice if we could get some of these rebellions to pop, because at least then we could deal with them. The Jollof ones are... Well, the Spanish ones are going to be partially down here as well. Because it does say Gold Coast, Cape Coast, and Wider, which are all these provinces down here. So... expect this rebellion to pop at any time, really. I think what I might do is go ahead and give you one of the leaders for now, just in case it pops down here. Difficult to tell exactly where it will pop. And then we can always come down here and we can try and grab this province. Right, 23 separatists in Ghent. Didn't even realise that we had control of it. Where are we? It's up here somewhere, isn't it? We don't have any units anywhere near that. Let's go ahead and give you our leader. Can we have another leader? Can we have one more at the moment? No, we are at our limit. What's our ruler like? Oh no, we don't want to get him killed off. He's a 565, and he's already 63. He'll probably die soon anyway. We don't want him to die in battle. We'll lose 2 stability. So we'll go ahead. We'll select this army. We will give them the leader that we've just reassigned down in Africa, but that's fine. We'll march you over to Ghent. Hopefully you can get there before this event fires. And if you can, usually if it auto pops, it usually pops the top option anyway. Right, they've arrived. So let's go ahead and suppress the rebels. So no penalties, but they're getting absolutely crushed. We do have the superior base morale, although we do keep getting crap rolls. There we go, a 0 to a 9 in our favour. That makes a change. Another colony has become self-sustaining. We'll just wait for this battle to finish. There we go, that battle has finished. So let us go to our colony, which is this one here. So that's good, that has done on its own. So we have a free colonist. Do any of these have 0 to few colonists? This one has few colonists and it's not all that aggressive, but I think what I might want to do is try and finish up down here. You have finished. France could grab this one. Let's go ahead and send a colonist there. Move you over. Excellent stuff. How are we doing on our forts? Are we still getting the full bonus for the tradition? Where are we? Army tradition. Fully maintained fort 0.55. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough forts to be able to get that. So there's a couple more things that I do want to do. First thing I want to do is grab another 10 lights. And I did that work? Didn't look like it did. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I meant to click on that. There we go. Another 10 lights. There we go. Much better. And we want to get some more forts. But I'm not too sure where we really want to get them at the moment, because we'll probably save and put some of them in France when the time comes. Most of the places where we need forts are fine, so I'm not really all that bothered. I guess we could go and get a fort down here somewhere, especially if Spain decides to come and try things on later on. We can't build anything there at the moment, though, because we're still coring, so we can leave that for a little bit of time. Vlaanderen, wow. Okay, we're getting a lot of revolts up here. Now that's right next to where we already are, isn't it? It's this one. You guys did take a little bit of a crushing though, unfortunately. We'll move you into Vlaanderen anyway. We'll give you a few months to reinforce. Hopefully you'll be able to do that. So you'll get a couple of morale ticks and you'll get a couple of reinforcement ticks as well. How quickly are you getting reinforced? Yeah, we're still 8,500 men down. Which is a considerable number, really, when you think about it. Because this is a regiment of... what have we got? Well, that's a lot of cannons here. Why is this just... Oh, okay, lots of nasty stuff happening here. First of all, I hadn't noticed that this was just an army full of cannons, which probably explains why it's not doing too well. Okay, let's deselect that army for a moment. Let's put that one on the back burner. Our king has died. We now have a new queen. She's not terrible. Our heir is absolutely awful. There's a 103. So we did take a stability hit there. I think I'm going to instantly go and buy that back up because it'll reduce the national unrest. So let's go ahead and boost the stability. It is quite expensive, but I'm going to do it. Now, I need to get some more troops, and I don't really have any. We've got these guys. I'm not too sure how quickly they could get to Vlaanderen. Let's move you guys out of the way. Let's give you guys the leader, because it'll make you move more quickly. And let's get you up there as quickly as we can. We really need to rebalance this army. I totally hadn't noticed that that was just an army full of artillery. Had not noticed that at all. Alliance offer from Siena. No, I don't think we'll bother with that right now. So this is going to be quite messy. This rebellion could pop at any time. I guess we could just give them 100% local autonomy. Sure, there used to be like a... Oh, no, it has fired. There we go. We might still be able to get there in time before they actually win the siege. We can go and reinforce with the cannons if we need to. So I'm going to go and throw these guys in. And France are coming to help as well. There we go. France have arrived with their stupid stats. Lost some army tradition. There we go. We've won that battle. So what we're going to do is we're going to group these guys up and then we're going to go and split them in half. And then we might have a slightly less stupid army composition. Move these guys down there because they are guarding that province. Of course, it doesn't help that I've got some of my guys down in Africa. And why is it whenever you want to click on something, it decides it's going to autosave? Yeah, that's a slightly more balanced army. We are really going to have to get a lot more infantry before we can do anything here. Still a 90% chance of this uprising. Looks like the Jollof one is probably going to go away. We don't really need to worry about that. But we have gone over the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to use that as a good ending point for the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you're still enjoying EU4 as Great Britain, and I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.